Like even healer rotations, I like fuck up. Like I can't press my healer buttons properly sometimes, and that's literally just like I can't keep Dia up
I'll
consistently.
show you.
Like I so what hope do I have on any other job when it's literally like put your dot up and then press glare. That is too difficult for me, guys. Although to be fair, on healer you get sidetracked with like people standing in bad and like needing heals and stuff.
Away with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Any job that doesn't have a dot, I'm down for it. That's why like I kind of am liking Dark Knight because Dark Knight, I at least thus far does not have a dot unless I feel like somebody told me that I'm gonna learn one. Like by 80, I'll have one, but I'm pretty sure thus far I don't. Gunbreaker, I constantly forget to use it. Although to be fair, most of our content is sub 50, and I don't actually have it. Come to me, Royal Cupbearer. Right, salted earth. You're right. You're right. And I am bad at using salted earth. Here, let me put it up. No, you're right. I lied. Salted earth is a dot. The gunbreaker dot is like super weird though, because you like, I'm pretty sure you can't actually even keep it up 100% of the time. Like it has a really long cooldown, like a longer cooldown than its duration. Like most dots are really like you just put them up when you want. You can refresh them early if you're bad like I am, and I often refresh them early or refresh them late and never refresh them perfectly on time because that would be too easy. Dark side, why you always gotta be down? I was just thinking that I really wish, and I've tried to set it up on like ACT alerts, but that's like kind of bad. Like there's a notification when my dots wear off, but like I wasn't able to figure out one that like most I could do was like when I cast it and then like have a 30-second delay on a notification to recast it. But then I was kind of wondering, what if I had like some sort of like a metronome, but like obviously not quite a metronome because it would be like 30-second intervals. Like, what if I had something that just beeped at me like every 30 seconds to be like, hey, you should be using this now. Obviously, like that's not perfect for every circumstance, and like there's stuff in like bosses and that mean you can't refresh your dot right on 30 seconds. But I feel like it would at least maybe be better than what I currently have. Okay, I need to make my goal to keep goddamn Dark Side up. Gunbreaker is set up that most of the damage lines up to land in the No Mercy window, both dots, Danger Zone, and Gnashing Bang. Yeah. I still think it's weird though.
Away with you.
I'm not sure if I like Gunbreaker. I think I kind of like Dark Knight actually. But next, my next tank is gonna be Warrior. It's the only tank that I have left because Gunbreaker is gonna hit 80 today, and Dark Knight is gonna hit 80 whenever I finish with these goddamn trusts. But I'm 77, so we're getting there. I just got to do a whole bunch of Malik as well. It seems like it takes about 3 dungeons with a trust to gain a level. That seems about how it's set up, which means I'll have to do about 6 Malik as well. Okay, Dark Side is up. It's bloody miracle. Ephes, is that something that's gonna break my thing? It is. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Why do bosses always start out with a? Ugh. Oh, I totally could have hit him like another. Good God, this is a long one. Ephes is the buster. I was right. Alright, which, oh yeah. Dark Knight doesn't have, I find it strange, because Dark Knight doesn't have a, like you can't do multiple gap closers is what I'm trying to say. Words. Ephes, I see it. Because I know like Paladin I can stack 2, so I could do like 2 back to back, and then I can't do another one for a while. But oh, I do get 2 charges later. Okay. I'm in the late. Hello. All right, sound. Sound, where'd you go? Is this sound? No, wrong sound. Did Sion send me an invite? Hi, Winter. Did I miss an invite? Nope. Where are all the tanks? That is a very good question. Are you looking for tanks too, Winter? Because that's what we've been struggling to find. Alright, what am I looking for? Where's my sound? There we go. You can hear that? Yes, okay. I don't know if Discord works. For reclear is cool. Because I real bad fucked up my computer yesterday. I don't want to talk about it because I'm real dumb. Alright, let me... Oh, I think I'm broken. 1 second, let me fix my audio settings. I'm always broken. Is it this one?
Yep.
Oh, no, 1 second. It's gotta be this one. Say something?
Hello?
Hello. No, that didn't fix it.
Something?
I hear you. I'm just trying to get you to the right audio setting.
I think Chala just logged on. I don't know where Blivy is. And I can't post this tonight because I told that Friday, Sunday group, because they would go on Tuesday nights too, that I couldn't raid on Tuesday nights in June.
I don't want to do it. Not it.
So
I did not sign up
She's
for
already
this.
invited me to the party, and I'm like, I can't go. It's June. I just need.
Oh, like
I
you got
need to
an
bullet and
invite
say,
to it?
yeah, it's like I just need to bite the bullet and say nope. If Blivy logs on, he'll put it up in Party Finder. He's usually good in sport about that. Oh, and Toby's logging in, so maybe we get Toby too.
Somebody sent me mail. Should I be afraid of it? Winter?
Is it from Invisibel?
Oh, is it from you?
Yes.
That makes a lot more sense.
It's not quite a
the last time I got mail unexpectedly, I tried to open it and got large letters of "Do not open on stream." Thank you for the food.
You're welcome. It's not quite a stack. I ran out of
it's fine.
spinach.
I had I have more than a stack now, so you're good.
I've got more herring, but I didn't want to go farm spinach today.
Oh, all my stuff's broken. Okay, hold on a sec. My keybinds. I had to reinstall my computer yesterday because I did a dum-dum. No, trying to. Everything's broken because I had to reinstall all my apps and none of my settings are set up.
My son sent me a new build for me. You're a computer expert. Let me send it to you and see what you think.
Toggle mute. This button. Does this work? I'm muted. I'm not muted. Perfect. What are you sending to me? Oh, you sent me PM.
He sent me that today and
Well,
said, this is what I think you
hardware
should get.
is not my forte. But
oh, so I should have Chala look at it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not that I don't trust my son, but his degree is in software.
Yeah, I know a lot more about software than hardware.
He's a front end dev.
These are computer parts. That's what I got for you. I feel like there's not enough parts though. I guess so. You've got.
Well, so I've got a 600 watt power supply.
You have a case?
I've got a case.
Okay.
I've got a wonderful.
So you got a case. You got a power supply. So then you have a new CPU, a cooler for it, a motherboard, memory, solid state drive, some operating system, case fan. I guess that's probably all you need. You don't want any like CD drives or anything in it, or you have something?
I have a CD drive already there.
Okay.
And he was like, do you want that? Nobody uses these anymore.
Yeah. I was like, why do I have a notification on Discord? But I have a channel that likes to tell me every time I go live. It's super helpful. It's actually real annoying because I have to go clear it every time I start my stream. I don't know why it has to at me when it notifies the channel that I go live, but that is what it is. I guess otherwise I wouldn't know. Newsroom, you beat Shiva last night? Oh my god, grats. Jealous. I want to beat Shiva.
Libby's gonna go summon her tonight, okay?
Is that so he doesn't get salty for being not the only man?
He was having a night last night.
Yeah.
He was having a night last night.
Poor
Ooh, Chala,
guy.
I should send you these specs. So my son sent me new specs.
Hopefully Chala knows more than I do about hardware. I always think I'm like, I should build my own computer, and then I'm like, no, that's too difficult. I just bought a pre-made one. Although I did price out all the parts separately, and it was going to cost more than it was, because the computer was on sale, so I was like, yep, done. You want to hear the specs? I already closed it. I could open it again. I don't want to read them out, though, because the book, that's boring.
And I'm... Livy!
Hi.
And Toby's on. Did he want to come?
He has raid tonight.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
This is Ray.
Yeah, well, he's got raid with his actual static.
I know,
They're
I'm just
about to-
joking.
Yeah. He would have joined yesterday, but we're trying to finish The Last of Us Part 2, and I just got.
Livy, are you really far from your microphone again?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
talking away from my mic again. So.
Just checking.
But yeah, no, we were trying to finish The Last of Us Part 2, and I got to like a 10-minute cutscene, so that's why I kind of got late.
That's okay. Livy, I can't post this tonight because that Friday Sunday group that I'm with has already invited me because they go on Tuesdays to do 5, 6, and 7. And I was like, I can't go. It's June. I've told you I can't go in June.
Why did you tell them you can't go in June?
It was really, I was looking at 2 different statics. And I know that's bad form. I do understand that's bad form, but one is a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, and this group is a Tuesday night, Friday night, Saturday night. And
You didn't
But
want
they
to
were
raise
saying-
price on Tuesday?
well, Tuesday night, I've already cleared 5, 6, and 7 this morning.
Oh,
Gosh.
right.
We blew through that this morning
I
so
see.
fast.
Damn.
We finished that up in an hour.
So you could go with them, they just would not get loot.
Right, they did
Yeah.
it with one chest parties. And they still have people who need gear.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes with them on Friday and Saturday, or on Friday and Sunday, but I have a feeling I'm going to tell them this isn't working out for me.
2 statics
so-
too much?
It's not fair to them if if I've already cleared stuff,
Yeah.
and the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning static is actually,
Doing
they're
better.
gonna get it. Yeah, well, they're not bad. It's just they were new to it, and they still need some gear out of 5, 6, and 7.
Right.
I'm playing white mage for them though, which is like,
Oh, trying to steal my spot. I see how it is.
this job. Well, do you rate? Are you available from 8 until 11?
No, I'm just saying you're gonna get used
Or
to
it's
playing
actually
white
8
mage,
till
and you're gonna
10.
want to be a white mage. Stealing my
All right,
job.
Olivia, are you on? There you are.
Yeah, I'm on.
Let me invite you and make you leader.
What's the occasion of me being leader?
That's
I can't post this.
Sion can't be seen in PF.
I can't be seen in PF.
Gotcha.
Because Sion's naughty.
That's really bad form. I admit
Gosh.
that
They might
this is
not
bad form,
notice,
but
but
that's
they also
really
might.
bad form.
Well, I've had worse. There was a guy in one of our statics, and he just didn't show up like one of my statics. He didn't show up one night, and didn't show up for like 2 weeks, and we didn't hear anything from him. We're like, oh God, what like? I hope he's okay. And then he came back, and he was like, oh guys, sorry, I was in a car accident. We're like, oh shit. And then starting the next raid tier, there was like the second night of raid, he was like, guys, I'm feeling like real terrible. I think I gotta go to the hospital. And we're like, oh, okay, like go to the hospital. But yeah, it turns out that he didn't go to the hospital. He just wanted to raid with other people. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened with the original disappearance too. So yeah.
I mean, in her original post for recruitment, it said Tuesday nights were optional.
That's fair.
Okay. Tuesday nights are optional. Can't do them. So why you're
That's
surprised
fair.
now?
I mean, if they saw that you're online, they're probably just like, she's on. Why can't she come?
Well, I didn't reply. I said I turned her down to the invitation here. I thought about just ignoring it, so it'd be like, well, she's AFK.
Yeah. That's the trick, Sion. That's why I never log out, and people never know if I'm like actually here or not. No, just kidding. But that's not why I do it. But
Because uptime pushback mirrors, right?
Just put up uptime everything. Ilya, you can put in Ilya uptime everything.
so for the mirrors, do groups normally do true north for which side you're on? Because there seems
makes
to be
it
some
easier.
confusion on that.
And I've been very confused about that with different groups.
So is it just not a consistent thing?
It's not a consistent thing.
True north seems to make sense. Like that
does.
tank that was telling us just be on your side, or somebody like the marker side. That makes sense.
Just always be on your east or west side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Hi Nick,
I'm gonna
how's
be
it
back.
going?
Give me a minute.
But this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning group, I think, is really just a I think it's really to get through the current tier, and then it doesn't plan to raid together anymore. And when we move to California, there's absolutely no way. I guess not no way, but who wants to get up at 5 a.m. to raid when you're retired?
Yeah. That doesn't sound like a good time.
I mean, that's getting up at 4:30 to be ready at 5, right?
Yeah, that's. I don't
to at least have
understand.
coffee, and one of our players does that. He doesn't do that. He's from the West Coast, and he just doesn't go to bed.
Yeah, no, I've raided with people who raid at like real weird times. I was in an UU static with a guy who was in England, and he would just like wake up in the middle of the night. He'd be like, "Guys, sorry, I just need to get like my tea first." And we'd always have to wait like 5 minutes for him to grab his tea because he'd like just woken up, and then he would just like raid with us and then go back to sleep so he could work in the morning. I was just like, that's some dedication.
Sean, you raided at 4:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's just. I just don't even.
That sounds brutal.
The worst I ever did was midnight till 2 a.m. and I hated that enough.
In Rift, I was playing with some guys from New Zealand, and the most fun I have ever had raiding was with those guys. they pushed me to be so much better than I was, and frankly, they carried me through stuff, which I hate admitting. But I mean, they're just really great players and a lot of fun.
See, and you got like really quiet all of a sudden.
Oh,
Did
I'm
you
sorry.
lose your microphone?
No, it's right next to my mouth.
Hmm.
But you know, really fun guys, and I it was 3 a.m. and I fell asleep during and they were like, Sion? Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys, I can't do this.
Jesus, China? What the hell?
Yeah, group from China.
Oh my god.
That's the great thing about video games. You never know really who you're going to be playing with.
You're not wrong.
I would not play with people who raid at 4:30 in the morning, though.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
a hard
fuck
no
that.
for me.
Hey, if this, yeah, I don't know. If we pull it back together for the next year, I'd love to come back as the Fangs, but
Mhm.
at 5 p.m. I can do. It just means we're gonna have old people dinners.
You could
Yeah, and I
just
think I
have
have
like
a,
an afternoon snack and have dinner after raid. Well, I suppose then you don't have time to prepare it.
So you took Chinese. Wow, I'm impressed. So what game were you playing? Never played that.
Me
Blade
either.
and
People
Soul.
from
Why does that
Rip
sound
left
familiar?
for it.
Because it's a game that you've probably heard
Wait,
of.
hold on.
It was a
let me
game
know
that
what
had a
that
very
is.
short life. It lasted about 6 months, I think.
Really? It only lasted that long?
It was pretty much you played it through and then there was nothing left to do.
Yeah, but then
Is what I thought of it.
then you put out more
Expansion?
content. Yeah, it's still running. See, just because it ended for you doesn't mean it
I didn't
ceased to
play it.
exist. Blade
I
and
played
Soul.
Rift and now I play 14, and if I tried to pick up a second game, I am certain I would end up divorced. Which would not
Yeah.
be
Oh,
good
shit.
for my retirement fund.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
You get half of it though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, actually I would.
You'd be fine.
I think it's worth more to me with, you know, staying together. There's also
But
this
video
companionship
games.
component.
You were just saying that you couldn't do it because your retirement fund. I'm just letting you know you've got some options, alright?
And we're back at thinking about putting this house on the market in September now.
You getting back into it?
Sort of, kinda.
It seems to be not so, at least here it's not so bad, despite the pandemic.
The Trinity College thing's kinda up in the air.
What is that?
So the daughter's supposed to go to Trinity College in
That's
Ireland,
Oh, okay.
in
I wasn't
Dublin.
sure that was the name of it.
In September. So it was supposed to be in August, and they pushed it to September. And then there's this, well, maybe you should just do your first semester online. And it's like, okay. If you're going to do your first semester online, then we really should stay here. I don't, moving her out west, just,
But she's online. She can be anywhere.
yeah. She's not a morning person.
Yeah, I suppose
That
that
time
makes it
change?
even earlier.
Yeah.
She just needs to adjust to like Dublin time early. Just, like,
I'm telling her she just needs to. I mean, the part about going to Trinity College was living in Dublin for a year and studying abroad, and I really think she should go. But the most recent thing now is Ireland has a 14-day self-quarantine when you get into the country, if you get out of the country. So, okay, that means I can't help her do anything for 14 days. Because all I can do is sit in a hotel room.
right.
I'm thinking I need to send her over there by herself. And she can spend 14 days in a hotel, or if she's already rented a place in whatever she's rented, and then get started in school. So she should still go over 1st of September, even though things aren't starting until
But
later.
if they're just doing online stuff, won't that be hard? She'll be like in a different country and not knowing anyone and not really being able to do anything?
Well, they're still going to have classes, but they would have the option to do everything online.
Okay, so if she went, she could go and do classes in person.
If she went, she can go to classes.
Okay,
And
that
for
makes
her,
sense
and
then.
her specialty is the library. That's in the manuscripts in the library that she really needs.
Yeah, that makes sense. I thought that it was just going to be like she was going to go there and still be doing them online, but if she can do it in person, then yeah, that makes sense. Because as you say,
Yeah,
the
she
whole
can do
point
that in
of
person.
going is to live in Dublin, not to just do online classes.
And the social event of it.
Yeah.
But did find a almost exactly the same as my father-in-law's house was. It's the same builder. It's 200 square feet bigger.
Oh.
Isn't in quite the really ritzy neighborhood that mom and dad's house was in, so don't have a great view, etc. But it's listed in a very reasonable price range.
Did their house end up not coming? Because there was a chance that it could come on the market, right?
The guy has never listed it, and apparently he has got a long-term rental in it. So what my husband wants to do is when we actually get to the point where, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to commit, we're going to buy, and we're really putting this place up on the market, that send the realtor who sold dad's house back to the guy who bought it and say, got an offer for you if you want it. We make an offer, and he's got the option to accept or reject. If he rejects it, okay, fine, we'll walk away and find something else.
That works. Is it possible to buy it with the condition of getting rid of the rental?
Well, we would have to honor, I think, whatever is left on a lease. But
well, if it's long term, do they have a lease? Or because I know here most stuff goes like month to month after the initial year.
It could be month to month, in which case, hey, you got 2 months, we're moving there. But it would also have to be inspected. If he's had a long-term rental in it for what is now 4 or 5 years, what condition is that house in?
How long have we been in PF? No one's joined?
No.
Wow. I guess people are doing probably 5, 6, 7 more than 8 tonight, right?
No, because they're all looking for due to complete parties.
Oh, right, because it's reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. People who haven't cleared yet are probably doing 5, 6, and 7 because they still need gear. And people who don't need gear are probably trying to clear. Yeah. I'm not saying we should get out. I'm just surprised no one's joined. But now I'm like rationalizing it to myself.
Yeah.
But I would probably, well, I'd go and try to play Beat Saber, but I tried to do that last night and it wouldn't work, and then I borked my entire computer, and then I had to reinstall Windows, so I did not have a good night last night. We smell bad. It's true. I'm sorry.
No, I took a shower this morning.
I also took a shower, but that doesn't mean I don't smell bad. Just means I tried my best.
That's getting that time of year that I don't wear fragrance any longer.
Why does the time of year have to do with that?
Mosquitoes.
How touchy is your Windows? No, I followed a guide and did something dumb that I knew was going to be a bad idea, and then turned out to be a worse idea than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, then I had to reinstall Windows.
Speaking of that, Chala, I sent you the hardware build. What do you think?
It didn't have the exact thing, and I was like, oh, well, let me try this. Maybe it'll work. And I was like, if it doesn't work, I can always just change it back. But yeah, no, didn't work that way. No, basically what I did was I was following a guide that was telling me to update my USB drivers, and I updated them to something that was not supported, and then my USB ports didn't work, which made my keyboard and mouse not work, which makes it really fucking hard to do things with your computer.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there were other options, but the easiest and most accessible option last night was to reinstall Windows, so I went that route. But yeah, I feel real dumb.
If I only had my hands.
Upgrade the storage to 2 terabyte.
Oh yeah, how
Okay.
much storage was in there? You had a 1 terabyte.
I've also got
Mm,
two other solid state drives that I currently have that I was going to install in it as well, and just leave Final Fantasy on the one that's already on.
yeah, I have like I think a 512 SSD, and I have like Windows and Final Fantasy and anything that I really care about on it, and then like everything else I put on just a regular drive.
Yeah, I put all my modded games into my storage.
I don't remember how big they are. They were top of the line 8 years ago. They were little Samsung ones.
Top of the line SSDs 8 years ago. Probably was not that big.
No, they're probably not.
Yeah.
But I don't see any reason to do away with them. They're perfectly good.
Can you get our 2 terabyte SSD drives reasonably priced?
Maybe.
Huh. $150 to $200-ish. Wow, people just do not want to do a Prog tonight.
It might be hard to get a group.
Yeah, I think if it's this hard to get even like a DPS in, the chances of us getting 2 tanks seems awfully slim.
You want to just hang out and chat until 9 and then call it a night?
Yeah, probably. I think that's probably good.
So how are you feeling, Jala, today?
Awkward silence, but I assume she's typing.
Yeah.
More chance of getting attacked by a shark than getting struck by lightning when you get to shore.
What the hell? Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, about that. That sounds about like the chances. Really tired.
Well, you did have major surgery there.
Yep. I'm also tired and want a nap, but my reason is that I stayed up too late trying to fix my computer so I could actually read tonight. So I was like, oh god, I can't use my computer. This is problematic.
Oh no, the reset button's happening. Oh my god, no.
What?
Sorry, I meant to say red button to shut it off and self-destruct, you know?
Are you
but
pulling out your internet cable? I don't understand what's going on.
no, if you ever think of Dexter's Laboratory, Dee Dee always press a red button and everything just explodes. Nobody's seen Dexter's Laboratory? No?
That cartoon?
Oh. Yes.
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay.
I don't know that I've seen it, but I definitely have not seen it enough to get a reference to it.
Oh, it's like the very
yeah,
first
it's
episode.
been a hot minute.
Like that shit is like
Ooh.
classic.
Chala, that's good news.
Yeah, that sounds
The
like
pain's
progress.
getting better.
Oxycodone.
Yeah, other than the constipation and how it makes you feel. You didn't have a lot of weight to lose. Is Mom cooking for you all your favorites? Oh, did you see up there in FC chat that I found a recipe for shakshuka on Binging with Babish? Does anybody remember shakshuka from
Oh yeah,
Stormblood?
that's classic.
She didn't want to give you any of your favorites.
Oh no.
What we need to get into you is calories.
How is your appetite right now? Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, me too. I mean, you need things like baked egg custard and...
Everything delicious and high calorie.
Yep.
Now's the time. You just needed to move in with Sion. Sion would take care of you.
I would.
She'd feed you right. Every time you post stuff, I'm like, I just want to move in with Sion. Can Sion feed me?
There's a couple of other practice parties out there.
Are they finding people?
Well, there's one here that's just missing a healer. Kara Bliss, Adphase Prog, Ilya Up, Light Redemption, or Light Rampant.
Dude, there's a Cinder Drift Extreme loot party. I still need to get fucking 100 or 99 tomes. That's surprising.
And then there's a Yuri Haya Nightshade Practice Worms Limit 1.
I was just looking at one and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that looks like ours. And then I was like, oh, it is ours. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I don't look at Party Finder often enough. I try to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah, anesthesia can be brutal. Do you get depression from it too? Or just the nausea? Oh,
Super fever?
yeah. I think if I now that I'm trying to think of the name of it, it's going to escape me. But it's caused from the drug that they use to paralyze the muscles so they can intubate people. Now I'm drawing a blank on that too.
But how to work too
It's
long?
what 4 months of retirement does to you. You can't remember what you did for the last 40 years of your life. Oh gosh. Yeah, bad stuff. Succinylcholine, that's the name of the drug. Yep. Except there's another clinical name that we use for it. Malignant hyperthermia, that's it. Malignant hyperthermia. Caused by succinylcholine. It's all coming back to me.
I just need a moment. They put you to sleep and your body freaks the fuck out and jacks your body temperature up. And you die from it. That doesn't sound very good.
Can. There's a protocol therapy for it as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine there's things that they do to try to make sure you don't die.
There's things they do to try to make sure if you've got a family history to have it not happen in the first place. I mean, they don't have to use succinylcholine. They can do other stuff. There's other drugs they can use. And it's the sucks. It's the succinylcholine, and yes, that sucks. Well, yeah, iodine's easy to handle these days too. It's not the best cleaner. I don't know why they still use betadine so much. Chlorhexidine is better.
A
They got a
tank.
wow.
tank!
What?
That's surprising.
Maybe having one tank will make people want to join us. I feel like that's the biggest hurdle. People are like, no tanks, that party's going nowhere. We got attacked by a shark and struck by lightning. No, just one of those. We need. It's not the second one until we get both tanks. Challenge.
Yeah.
Winters,
So I
your group
posted
not
that
having
mirror
luck either?
thing. I find that more confusing than just looking at the blue mirror and trying to
Oh,
visualize
I
what
didn't
I'm saying.
even.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even look at it. Me,
There were so many rules about, well, if it's this, then go even. If it's that, go off. I'm just like, oh.
me and Clay, mostly Clay, worked out a way to figure it out, but it still throws me off trying to do it on the fly. It's like
You don't have that much time to figure it out.
No, I know. If my brain works, it's actually pretty simple. So it's you face if you're standing behind Shiva, you figure out which
You
side.
face the blue mirror.
No, you figure out which side the blue mirror is on. Then she does her thing down one side. You step to whichever side it is. If she doesn't turn, you put your back to the blue one and step in the same direction again. If she did turn, you face it and then step to the same direction again. And then you end up in the right square. It's just the remembering, if the blue one is behind you or in front of you, that throws me off.
So we're to the back of Shiva.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm going to pretend Pala here is Shiva.
Yeah, so you're standing behind Shiva facing north, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the blue mirror is to your right,
and her back is to me.
And her back is to you, and she's cleaving down the left side. You step right to get into the safe spot. She didn't turn around, so you put the blue one behind you, so now you're facing towards where she's cleaving, and you step left again, right again, into the next quadrant. And you'd be in 2.
So she has her right wing out.
No, her left one. I probably said wrong words there. I'm sorry. The mirror was on the right. Her
mirror's
wing's
on the right,
on the
so
left.
we're going counterclockwise. She's got her wing on the left out, so left side is bad.
Yes.
And
you take a step right to get out of the left bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put the mirror behind you, so you face west. And then you step right again because you already stepped right.
Yep.
And you end up in the 2 quadrant.
Yeah. So if it's left, it's
And then if the mirror was in the same spot, but she cleaved in to the right side, you would step left to get to the safe spot. Then you'd put the mirror behind you again, and you'd step left again, and you'd end up in 4. You wouldn't really need to step left because you're already there, but you're on the left side. But if she flips around and faces the group, because that's the part that makes it tricky, that sometimes she flips around and it throws it off.
Yeah. And sometimes she flips and then there's really little time to figure it out.
Yeah. And if she flips, it just means you face the blue one and do the same thing instead of facing away from it. And that does work out. It's just trying to do all that. And there is enough time, like it does make sense. It's just...
Well, if people aren't getting hit, there's really no healing that needs to be done.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is pressing broil.
Yeah.
Or ruin 2 if I'm trying to run. There was 2 pulls last night where I was actually at 8k DPS.
Wow.
Nice.
Like, whoa!
Very nice.
Well, I figured out a couple of things to improve my DPS.
Nice.
Now I've got to do the same thing for White Mage. It's like, alright, I know my casts per minute on White Mage are way low.
Yeah.
I must be breaking casts.
No, the secret to White Mage is you let your co-healer do all the healing. Right? Have I been doing it wrong the whole time?
Me let my co-healer do healing?
Jesus.
I'm
My
just
co-healer
teasing.
is
I'm
window
just
dressing
teasing.
for DPS and an occasional raise.
I lustrate and that was it. No, because when you're a scholar, then it's really Eos that does all the healing. Like, Eos is the main healer.
Lustrate to me these days seems pretty weak, but the thing that just seems really, really weak to me compared to what it used to be is Endom. Well, it heals for nothing.
Really?
I know it's supposed to heal for 400, it just feels like that doesn't fill up anybody.
'Cause people have too much health these days.
Here, we'll give a crit lustrate to Chala and see what happens.
I just think I should come visit you guys, but I can't because we're in a party and I would have to leave. And that would make things difficult. Don't fall asleep, Livy.
Try not to. Spaceballs is a better Star Wars movie than the entire Disney Star Wars trilogy. Changed my mind.
Wow.
Actually, I would definitely agree.
I
would totally
like
agree.
the Disney ones. Spaceballs is good though too.
Spaceballs is fantastic. Dude, anything that Mel Brooks makes is just a treasure. Like, it's totally.
I wonder how confused our tank is by Chala's random comment.
He's probably not paying attention.
Oh,
We got a
another
DPS?
person. Our tank has changed to DPS. I hope he's just like doing stuff.
Yeah. I have a feeling.
I was starting to look forward to like not having to raid tonight. Now we might get a party.
Well-
God damn it.
We might get a party for an hour. One lockout.
Oh,
Less
yeah,
than
that's
a last
true.
one's actually 2 hours, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah, I think so.
Ari, you got like 29 minutes until this party finder actually expires, so maybe then.
Yeah, but now we've got 2
Yeah.
DPS,
No,
a
one of
tank,
them's
or
one of
3
No,
DPS,
we got-
a
Oh,
tank,
yeah, yeah.
2 healers,
Yeah.
and party finder. So
It's looking productive. We just gotta hope that nobody gets salty after like the first call and rage quits. Cause that's what I hate the most about pugs. Spend so much time like getting a party together and then sometimes they just fall apart real quick.
Yeah.
people need to understand that right now, light rampant is the roadblock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially when we're doing Ilya. But Ilya's
Now that
hard at
we've
all.
done it and I've gotten it, because it's all those things. Like I watched it and I was like, yeah, I know how to do it. But then there's like the little tiny, like
The little
positionings
nuances
that
of you
just
gotta
have to
stand
do.
in here, move in a little, scoochy east, scoochy to the east west.
Well, it
so
threw
you don't
me off
enter
having to stand at the far back of the like the
Tower?
second tower. Yeah, when I'm used to standing like as close to the front as possible so the balls can go behind. Now you gotta stand way at the back so you don't eat your ball in the face before it goes off. And then I know the first time I had tethers, I was super nervous about when I was supposed to move. And I was like dancing back and forth. I'm like, is it now? Nope, nope, not yet, not yet. And then something else blew up.
And it's pretty much the ball is you can go directly opposite where your ball is coming from.
Yeah,
And
that actually is nicer too, because like
go out to
clockwise
Narnia
isn't hard, but like
and then
sometimes
rotate around.
my brain just like derps on like which direction clockwise is.
So what's everybody gonna do for social distancing July 4th?
Nothing, because I'm not American. But
Yeah, I'll
on
be
July
in social-
1st, I'll probably just stay at home and maybe drink quietly by myself for Canada Day.
No, we're gonna be ignoring the social distancing rule. Be out on the lake and stuff.
I was watching something on TV the other night, and the host was saying, "Yeah, this is a bummer. I can't go see my father and give him a hug. I have to stand out here in my mask." I'm like, he's your dad. I think social distancing rules are don't not for family.
They are if you don't live with them. Technically.
I don't live with my son, but it doesn't stop me from giving him huge hugs.
I don't live with my mom and I haven't hugged her since probably March, I guess. Although I think we can now because they've changed the rules and you're allowed. They have some complicated system where you're allowed like 10 people in your like circle of friends, but like you can't be. Those 10 people can't be in like some other 10 group of 10. But so basically I go and visit my mom. But we're not big huggers and there's always been reasons why not to since I've seen her, so. Your mom could drive to the OP.
Yeah, hospitals are
Yeah.
still. They're not as locked down as they were, but it's been. And you've already got really sick people in the hospital. You don't need to be spreading it, adding to it.
Yeah. That would be tough.
But that's the other saga of trying to go to Ireland, and my passport expires in December.
That means you need a
The
new
U.S.
one.
The U.S. passport office has been closed since February. It's like, all right, I get that, I kind of get it and I kind of don't. I'm going over there for 5 days, even less than that, to try to help my daughter move. I'll be home before the passport expires. I can't.
Yeah, I don't understand what the point of having an expiry date is if, like, you can't do anything in the last, like...
6 months.
Yeah. Like, why not just
Well, then why
make
don't
the
you set the
expiry 6 months earlier and have, like, a 6-month, like, grace period for whatever use it is? Like, it's
Exactly.
dumb.
You're afraid I'm going to stay and my passport isn't... What?
Most people don't go places for 6 months. And if they go for less than 6 months and end up being there for 6 months, they've got bigger problems than their passport expiring.
But I've been hesitant to send it in. So the State Department is saying, okay, you can send in passports, but we're not going to tell you when you're going to get it back.
Oh, like you have to send your current one in?
Current one, an application, and 2 photos, and it's like, okay, got all that, but you're telling me you don't know when I'm gonna get this back?
You're not allowed to use it for anything anyways, right? At this point.
Well, I can use it. I can use it for federal identification here in the
Right.
States.
But I would imagine you have other ID that you can use.
I do not have a or what are they calling it? It's not a universal ID. A real ID. I don't have one yet. And those offices have been closed. But frankly, Congress has delayed that by a year.
Don't you have stuff like a driver's license? Does that not work for it?
Driver's license is good for driving, but it doesn't get you through anything that requires federal identification. Of course, Congress has now delayed that for a year, so yeah, I can still do stuff with a driver's license.
Right, that's what, because they changed it so you need the real ID, right?
Right.
But
so for flying or going on, not that I would go to a nuclear power plant, but
another tank! Oh my god, this might happen!
No, right?
they just had to get through their 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You're being Ari with your co-healer
We started
is
too
Clay
early. We should have started at 9.
Scholar and
But I'm having fun chatting with
Winter
friends.
playing White Mage.
Well, 2 tanks, 2 DPS, or 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 3 DPS. It shouldn't be too much longer to pick DPS, right?
I also bought a wing ladder.
I ping star and tell her we need 1 DPS.
What are those extra letters?
Laugh my ass off. I laughed my ass off. I
Damn
dropped
it.
my taco.
I see.
It's an I, not an L, but hey.
Oh.
Laugh my ass off. I dropped my taco.
We're having chimichangas tomorrow.
Oh,
Leftover.
No.
Leftover
See,
pork.
like, seriously,
from
I'm
Father's Day.
homeless for 6 weeks. Can I just like move in?
Come on down.
I can't though because the whole border's being closed. But like, man. I do want to. All your food looks so good.
And after having made the ice cream that went with the pie, I've got 14 egg whites that I've got to do something with. So I'm making a spinach and feta frittata.
With just egg whites?
But just egg white. Well, I'll throw one egg in, so it's got a little bit, but it'll be an egg white frittata for the most part.
Are you trying to spell quiche? 'Cause that's not quite right.
Then we're having bacon wrapped scallops on Friday.
Let me see. I think it's that. Yeah. You're close. So close.
Our pugs are going, what? No. So I think I'm going to try this shakshuka. I'm going to make a Mediterranean shakshuka. So it'll have feta on top, and some roasted red peppers, and Kalamata olives.
Yum. Hey, Ko's up in the other chat. He doesn't want to come join us.
He's playing League of Legends. I bet he's playing with Deca King and Stars Heavy.
Tisk tisk.
That's why I put out what I did this morning.
Yeah. Nobody wants to join us.
I don't think anybody cares until the next raid's here.
I do. I don't want Square Enix developers to beat me.
Yeah, I care. I just with my whole like moving thing, I just
Well,
have
yeah.
no brain power.
I could trust me, if this isn't dead by whatever time we decide to move in the fall, it's gonna be not happening until after the move. I was chatting with that about somebody earlier about when the next raid tier would drop, and they said they heard it wouldn't be until December or January.
It's
But, wow.
gonna be delayed.
Yeah.
Well, because the next one that's coming out isn't even. It's the offline.
It's not the next raid tier,
Yeah.
right? It's the
24-man raid.
It's the alliance
Yeah.
or the alliance raid, and probably more on the relics. Hopefully more on the relics.
Yeah, probably not immediately, but like maybe in like the what is it, 5.31 patch?
Maybe.
Something
Well,
like
they
that.
said that they were going to do more in Ishgard. So we finished up the restoration of Ishgard, but they said there would be more crafting stuff coming.
One of these days I need to do some stuff in there for achievements. But
have you seen
not
how
my
much
idea
it
of a
takes
good
to get
time.
those achievements?
No, I don't even want to think about it because I hate crafting.
You really don't.
I hate crafting, so
and it's
I
not
like
macroable
achievements.
crafting. It really is.
Well,
So
yeah, I'm not a big. I'm okay with not macroing crafting, but yeah,
I'm okay with not macroing crafting. What I hate about it is RNG.
Yeah. Well.
If I put the time and effort into this, then because I got 0 procs of one kind, I can't make it happen. Really?
But like, if there was no RNG, then you could just macro it.
True. Okay, get it.
There's like, I don't think there's any middle ground in there. Well, it's 9 o'clock. Time to disband the party.
Waiting for 1 DPS? Oh, come on.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that Worm's Lament practice is falling apart.
Yikes. What the fuck? This is a way to punctuate the word fuck. Find ways to make you smile. U for understand and support you. C for cuddle you and hold your hand. And K is kind of really want to fuck the shit out. What the fuck?
What are you reading?
I'm on iFunny, so a lot of shit just kind of throws in the air.
So one of the Discord channels that I'm in, somebody posted binging with Babish's Twinkie hot dog roll. So it's a Twinkie with a hot dog and cheese whiz on top. To me, it sounds totally disgusting.
I'm sure it's not terrible, but it's not super appealing. How long does it
Oh my
take to get
God.
one less DPS?
I don't even know.
What kind of world do you get tanks before you get DPS? It's like the magical unicorn party for the right DPS.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All the DPS are probably dying of shock when they see a party that just needs a DPS. I feel like these roofs should have collision to them, and I just keep falling through them. Oh, see, no, they do. Why was I? Oh no, that one I fell through again. Huh. Weird. So weird. I fell through this one before. Nope.
Stars up in the other channel.
Slackers. Yeah, 10 minutes before our PF expires.
Well, we got 8 minutes left till that party post
Well,
expires.
you know you can refresh it at any time, right?
Oh, that just gives us an
I was-
opportunity to just be like, oh hey, raid's done. Ha ha ha.
Well, I feel like at this point, with just needing a DPS, I'm willing to wait. But if either of these tanks leave, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, if the tanks go, then we're screwed. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
One
see if I can
DPS
reduce
oughta
the
be-
average item level here. I'll make it 487-ish. Yeah, that seems pretty accurate. Let's do that.
hey, what's minimum to go in?
Oh, 490.
So that's not helping at all.
That's not helping.
Hey, at least we got 2 tanks out of it. Come on. At least we got 2 tanks out of it. So now the DPS is probably gonna get an easier way in. So.
Well, we want to get deeper into it than we saw last night.
Yeah.
Hopefully. We were doing pretty good on like progress last night. It just sucks because like there's just so many ways you can just fail early on, and the fight's so goddamn long.
Yeah, Rift had a fight that was a 20-minute fight with no breaks in it. So if you wiped during the last 5 minutes, you had to go back through
Ugh.
the very beginning of it.
Ugh.
And you know, when you've got a 2-hour rave night in a 20-minute fight, how many pulls can you realistically get in?
Not very many. Yeah, I'm not a fan of long fights. Anything more than like 10 minutes is just annoying.
Chala, do you remember Achilles from Hammernell? That's the one.
Then I think back to fights in Final Fantasy 11, and like I think there was one that there was a group that like spent like 2 days on it. And then they changed it to max everything at 2 hours. But fights were vastly different. They weren't scripted. You just could kind of throw bodies at them until they died.
Oof.
Does anybody see
True
my...
that.
Does anybody see my party that I posted? 'Cause
No, I don't see it anymore.
what the fuck? I
Are you on page 2? You're on page 2.
I may have.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh,
did
there
you
it
reset?
is.
Restart?
And,
Oh, because you restarted
You do
it.
have Ilya misspelled. It's Ilya.
Oh well, fuck me.
Maybe that's why no one joined.
It's no, but
So ILYA.
Ilya.
Okay.
Why are we so far down the list? I thought it's sorted by...
See, that's... Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Did you put us in the wrong one? No.
Oh, because it's not loot. Hold on. So here, loot.
No, but
No,
I thought
because
it's
I put it as
sorted by
completion.
fight, and there's other fights in between. Why
Which
are we
doesn't
on the other
make
page?
sense. Yeah.
No one's gonna find us on the other page.
No, exactly.
Practice duty complete.
Loot. What the fuck? Like, seriously, why do they freaking do this? That's so gay.
Well, some of the other groups are saying duty completion, duty complete for practice. We don't have those titles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that still doesn't make... We should be at the bottom of the list for E8.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't make sense. Oh, hold on. Are we now? Okay, there we are. We're now on the bottom of it.
Okay, yeah, that was
I don't know what.
real weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was like something where like when it bumps over to 2 pages, it starts resorting on the second page, or something stupid like that.
Cho,
Right
what
now,
game is
second
that?
page is now gone.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it probably worked because now we're on the first page.
Star Citizen? What the hell? Uh, uh, I don't know. That, seriously, 27K for like head of all the
US
others.
dollars?
What are you guys
What
talking
the
about?
hell? It's Legacy, the Star Citizen Legacy pack that Chala posted in the
Oh,
things.
that's a
LOs.
lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, well, speaking of Star Citizen or some very sci-fi game, Phantasy Star Online 2, I tried it out. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Yeah, I wasn't really comfortable with how they had everything. Like, I played like the very, tutorial part, and I don't know, I'm just, gameplay wise, I'm just not liking it at all. That's why I'll stick to post-apocalyptic sort of scenarios.
Curious what the Ayatori stat is.
Or just Final Fantasy in general.
Ayatori strat. I don't want a video, I want a little... Well, I guess I'll watch a video. Oh, it's 30 seconds. Oh god, I just gotta mute it. Okay, layer rampant going off. And then stand in the corner. Say swap. Weird. That was a weird swap. And then you run. I can't tell what's going on. Oh. No, that doesn't actually make sense. I was thinking it was like a hybrid between the strat my group did and Ilya, but how to do bow tie? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
If it's
bad
a
chance that we'll set up
square,
a beat delay on a response.
but what's the purpose of that? Oh, there's a toolbox thing. Okay. It's got some random tethers. You get into bow tie, all the people stand in the middle near their positions. Okay. And then
It's more accurate. So an arterial line gives you a blood pressure that's not artificially dampened by, frankly, body tissue. So it gives them, it's the most accurate way to measure a blood pressure. But it's invasive. carries infection risks and can actually cut off blood supply to the rest of the hand. So it's not something that is wanted to do unless you really need to have an accurate blood pressure. Hopefully they put that in after you were asleep. Good.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, no, I hear that's so getting your vein stuck isn't fun, but veins don't have nerve endings. Arteries do. And the muscle, you've got more muscle tissue in an artery than you do in a vein.
Where was the artery that they stuck you, Jala?
It's usually in your wrist. So you know how you can feel your radial pulse?
Yes. Maybe. You just mean the pulse that you feel in your wrist.
The pulse that you feel in your wrist. That's the radial artery.
Okay.
That's usually where they put it. Although they can put it at the crook of the elbow and sometimes in the foot.
That sounds unpleasant. Where are these DPS? Forehead? That sounds unpleasant.
Ouch. Yeah, I've done a few, more than a few, arterial sticks.
A thumb IV? Bleh.
Portacaths are a godsend.
What's that?
So it's a port that they put underneath the skin that goes down into one of the very big vessels that goes back down to the heart.
Okay.
But it stays there, and because it's underneath the skin already, it should stay sterile. There's nothing hanging out until you access it.
But then how do you sterilize it to leave it in there after you've accessed it?
So if you do everything the way you're supposed to, it should be fine.
And they're gone. Olivia, you gotta put PF up again. Olivia, you live?
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute, but I've already posted it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I was about to
That was
say, yeah.
fast. They see a name they didn't like or something?
No, they saw me as a summoner, but they basically went too fast to actually check the freaking roster. Which people do that all the time.
Yeah, because it should say in the PF what you were, doesn't it?
Yeah, because once we already
If
have
you-
everything registered. Oh, go on.
Yeah, if you hover over it.
Right.
But you have to hover over it.
But like, if you're gonna care about leaving, then you take 2 seconds. I guess if they probably thought it was gonna go quickly. They're like, must get this spot, and then they're like, no.
We've been here for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So.
I wouldn't think so. I usually attribute that to one of a couple of things. They either didn't realize that there was already that job in there, or they saw a name that they recognized and didn't want to go with. Although they left way too fast to have read all the names.
I was gonna say, I guess Blivy's gotta go ninja then.
No, I'm just thinking if I pair up with Chala, for the ads, and I'm a summoner. I'll take care of the electrics. So
you're gonna be east side with me.
same as always.
Oh,
I'd rather us,
I
us
see
four
how
be at
this
the
is
same spots we've always
working.
been,
Oh,
instead of
that's
trying to get all
cool.
confused.
I like that strat, actually. See how
Well,
that works
hopefully we
now.
get a another ranged.
Yeah, I'm always amazed at the number of people who show up for pugs and are like, I only do the east side. Really? Okay, I'll go play the west side. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer like having a certain spot, but it's not that difficult to switch it up. And
Given the choice,
if you're gonna
I'll
pug,
take
you need to get used to doing more than one spot,
Right.
frankly.
you given a choice, I prefer east, but the number of co-healers I've gone into a group with is like, I only do east. Is it okay if you take west? All right.
Hi,
Scholar adjust.
Arciana. Yeah, I'm pugging.
There's a lot of prima donna white mages out
Half
there.
my static.
Ari is
half
not one of
pugs.
them.
Sorry, what was that? What was that about me?
I said there's a lot of prima donna white mages
Oh.
out there. You are
Yeah,
not
no,
one
I'm
of them.
very much not. I'd be surprised if you thought I was. No, my static is kaput, and we're just trying to get a clear via PF, but I'm gonna have to put more PF time in myself, I think, if I want to get a clear. Maybe the half that sucked job. We were making progress, it was just slow going. We were getting close to the end.
Hello.
Though. Hey.
We
Yo.
need one
you,
DPS
Star.
one DPS.
I can't. I have to go study for class. I just came on to say hi.
Hi. How are you?
Pretty good. Not really good. School's messing me up now, but
Oh, I'm
how are
sorry.
you guys? Yeah, just a bunch of like administrative stuff. They like can't find my background check, and it might like delay my classes, and I'm just annoyed.
Sweetie.
But you know,
I'm
it'll
so
be
sorry.
it is what it is. How goes the 8?
We haven't even gone in yet.
Finding people is slow going
Rough.
It's
tonight.
Tuesday night. Finding people is
Yeah.
rough.
Sorry, guys. I wish I could
Co's
say.
up there playing League of Legends.
I know. I can blame my husband if you like, or you can blame my husband. If
That's
you
okay.
Like.
No, people should spend what they want, their free time doing what they want to do, and
But they should want to do E8 Sabbath.
having a
I haven't done
to
a
do
hunt
things
train in like a jillion
games,
years.
but you know.
we're having a delightful chat with Chala. We're so glad she's feeling better.
Oh, good. I'm glad. That's awesome. That's good to hear.
But we need to go beat up on her mother because her mother won't cook her favorite dishes.
Horrendous.
You just need to cook her care packages, Sion.
Right? Chala needs to be spoiled right now.
Yes.
Like anything she wants, just do it. Get it.
So you saw that I found shakshuka in Binging with Babish?
I did see that. Yeah, I've never seen his recipes. I make shakshuka all the time.
I'm not
But
fully
I
caring
have
about
not
a whole lot of
seen
things right now.
his recipes. Though I like him. I think he's cool.
I
was
never made
busy
it, but we're
selling
gonna do it this week.
selling
Oh
my
my
house.
god, it's so good.
We got another summoner.
We got another summoner, but hey.
Blivy, you know what that means.
I know, I'm going to Ninja.
If I might suggest to you, the best brand of harissa that I have ever encountered is the Trader Joe's one. It is the exact perfect amount of spicy chili deliciousness.
That sounds good. We
You don't-
decided we were going to make a Mediterranean one, though. So
Oh, okay, that's good too.
it'll be vegetarian with some feta,
Mm.
some Kalamata
Yum, yum.
olives,
I have done it that way also. Because, so, like, yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing as what we call.
Oh, you have to
what-
pass me lead so I can get us in there, Blivy.
No, I know. I'm just trying to get a raid check
Wait,
so everybody can.
why? Oh, it's new week, right?
Yeah.
Right. I
It's
was
a new
like,
week.
shouldn't all of us be able to do
Uh,
that?
It's a new
Nope.
week.
It's Tuesday.
promote. Don't accidentally kick her.
Is it
Okay.
Tuesday?
It
You're gonna
is.
pick me.
I always am afraid I'm gonna kick somebody when I'm passing lead. Those things should not be right next to each other.
There we go. I'll pass it back. Well,
No,
I guess
it's yours
you're
now.
worried. No worries.
it's mine now.
It was always
Yeah.
yours. You just couldn't build the team.
I just couldn't put it up tonight. I really need to let them know that it's not gonna work out. But I figured after this weekend. I've been raiding with 2 other statics.
Oh, yeah.
A morning static and a Friday Sunday static that also goes on Tuesdays. But they said that that
Realized
Tuesdays
I
were
don't have any
optional.
water.
Well,
Mhm.
it's turning out that
Where's my water
Tuesdays really
bottle?
aren't optional.
What the heck?
I see.
It's like that's not gonna work for me.
Seriously, where the hell did my water bottle
That's a lot
go?
of rating. You're a brave
Oh, I
woman.
know where it is. Shoot.
I just want this
Okay.
thing dead.
I hear ya.
Let me go grab it quick.
All right, friends.
Jolly good.
Good luck in there. I'm gonna hop off and go do some reading for school.
Well, I hope they
Have
find your
fun.
background check and things get better.
Thank you. I hope so too.
Miss
Yeah.
you.
Miss you guys too. Have fun. Good luck.
Thanks.
Latest.
Bye.
Claire's done. You healed them all. Nice.
Feel better, Tala. Keep feeling better and better. Bye.
All right. How do I erase all of these?
There's an X, isn't there? Wait, we need our
No, just
cardinals.
grab T or something. Or that too.
Chala's in a crazy different spot.
Yeah, it's because River stood over here and kind of took it.
You can be my bud, Chala.
You're probably gonna stay alive over there, Chala. I always let you die.
Let's see. Oh yeah, potions and food.
Food.
Alright, focus time.
Wait, for what?
It's not ready. Libby.
Oh, for Room's Lament too. Sometimes 2 range have to swap sides if they got the wrong debuff.
Gotcha.
Alright, here we go. Hopefully this goes well and nobody rage quits.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict. Shatter!
Going backwards. god. Oh, please. Fuck.
Your
Super
blood
awkward.
shall freeze.
Me? Just me.
Shatter.
He's taken.
The light shall usher in peace. Such impudence! Light consume you.
What? That should not have been corrupted. Okay, I'm at 2. And I'm chained. Okay. If I chill here. Oh, nice. First try. Miracle.
Looky there.
Easy peasy.
This is gonna be side, right?
This is Zax.
Oh, bummer.
Such impudence! Darkness, speak up!
Stack.
Oh, I accidentally fucked myself up. Yep.
Good save, Chala.
Tranquility must be restored to the land.
So we're totally gonna ignore the... Oh, fuck, that's me. I did.
Oh, ads. People fighting.
Fools. You would stoke the fires of conflict. Shatter! Your blood shall freeze! Shatter! The light shall usher in peace. Such impudence! Light consume you!
I am totally in the wrong place.
Read, dumbass.
Challenge, just double checking from not that last run, but the previous one. When we do a spread on an axe, you're going to be going to 3. So you go to 3 both times. Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Fools. You would stoke the fires of conflict.
Are you guys going into 8 tonight, Clay and Winter? What do you mean by a mini light rampant? Oh shit. Forgetting my D timing. Trying to practice for when I use pods.
Shatter! Your blood shall freeze!
Ah, oh my god. So bad at placing that. Oh my god. Me. That's terrible.
What the hell?
Oh.
How am I dying?
Shatter!
there's already a mini one in the normal mode. But like, what is light rampant to you? Like, what would
The
a
light
mini
shall
one
usher
still have
in
to have
peace.
for it to be light rampant in your eyes? The towers?
Such impudence!
Both?
Light consume you.
I don't under. Oh shit! I forgot my thing. Oh, I'm that?
Why am I not surprised?
I'm not surprised. Should we just call it a night?
Yeah, let's call it, because this goes...
Yeah. Well, that's been fun.
It's been fun catching up with everybody.
Yeah.
Do we want to try again on Thursday or not?
I'm down to try again on Thursday. Hopefully we'll build a party a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
And it won't
And
be
I'll be
quite
done.
as wasteful if someone rage quits that quickly.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised on their end. It's so stupid.
Understood. There was no way for me to dodge the ball that was coming right at me that time. So,
Damn.
in theory, you kind of want to go to the right-hand side to dodge the balls. And this guy did exactly the opposite, so kind of just put it right in, yeah. Try it.
Well, I'm gonna go see if I can make my my VR headset work again. So,
Cool.
wish me luck.
Good.
I hopefully won't break my computer again trying. But
Yeah.
I learned that lesson the hard way. Alright,
Charlotte,
good night,
so
guys.
glad you're feeling better. Keep eating, keep drinking.
Alright, I am gonna hop off. I know it's a little bit short stream, but yeah, I want to go play Beat Saber, and Beat Saber is a no stream activity because I actually did. I took my webcam off the tripod, which I need for Beat Saber, but yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. I don't even know if I'm gonna get Beat Saber to work because yesterday I spent so much time fighting with it and then broke my computer. So, anyways, I'm not gonna break my computer, but I'm hoping that it'll just magically work. I gotta reinstall everything because yeah, I kind of reinstalled Windows yesterday and lost all my apps, so I'll have to do a reinstall. Hopefully it works after that. Otherwise I'll be very, very upset. Anyways, I will not be streaming tomorrow night, but I might be poking around 14. But I will be back on Thursday. Gonna try to do some pugs with my static again, see how that goes. And yeah, so I will be back on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Until then, have a good rest of your Tuesday. Have a good Wednesday, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye!